Tired of designing threads and pitch for screws in CAD software? Today I'll show you how to feed a simple prompt or a handwritten sketch into Claude AI, and it will generate a 3D step model ready for direct 3D printing, just like the result you see here. First off, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. First, we open Claude Code. I already have my prompt prepared in a note. Here we're asking it to generate a standard M8 hex bolt and nut. As you can see in the prompt, we instructed it to use CadQuery and Python. We gave it the exact dimensions, an M8 bolt with a 25mm length and 13mm head, and a nut with a 0.15mm clearance, so they fit together smoothly. The key point here is requesting true 3D helical threads exported into a single step file. Let's copy this prompt and paste it into Claude Code. Claude takes a few moments here to process and execute the script. In the meantime, keep in mind that this workflow isn't just limited to bolts and nuts. If you want to design any other mechanical part, the core principle remains the same. Always keep, please use CadQuery for the CAD kernel as your baseline, and then simply customize the rest of the prompt with your desired dimensions and geometry. To explain why please use CadQuery for the CAD kernel is the most critical part of the prompt. If you leave Claude to decide on its own, it might generate OpenSCAD code or a basic STL mesh, which lacks the mechanical precision required for true 3D step files. By forcing CadQuery, Claude writes a programmatic Python CAD script that outputs a precise, solid step model featuring real 3D helical threads, perfect for direct 3D printing or seamless importing into CAD software like SolidWorks or Fusion 360. Once it finishes processing, Claude outputs two files, a Python script and a step file. Naturally, we scroll down to the bottom and click on Download Step File. Once downloaded, we can open it directly in Bambu Studio or any other slicer of your choice. Let's open it in the slicer and check out the result. In this pop-up window, we simply click OK. The model opened in the slicer, and as you can see, the bolt and nut are placed side by side right next to each other, exactly as requested in our prompt. Let's inspect them closely and check all the details, the dimensions, the hex head, and especially the 3D helical threads, which came out crisp and flawless. First thing we need to do is split the assembly so each object becomes independent. Right after that, we'll verify the dimensions of both the bolt and nut to make sure everything matches our prompt perfectly. All right, let's start with the bolt. In our prompt, we specified a length of 25mm under the head, so let's verify and check the dimensions. And as you can see, the result is exactly 25mm, 100% precision just as requested in the prompt. All right, moving on to the next detail. Now let's check the bolt head. In our prompt, we set a 13mm hex head across flats, so let's verify that. Perfect. It came out to exactly 13mm, just as we specified in the prompt. Everything is looking spot on. All right, next let's measure the bolt head height. In our prompt, we specified a 5.3mm head height, so let's verify that in the slicer. Flawless result as usual. It came out to exactly 5.3mm, just as requested. All right, now let's move on to the nut. In our prompt, we set a height of 6.5mm, so let's measure it and check. The result is absolutely perfect with high precision. Now all that's left is to 3D print it and show you the final result. And as you can see, our bolt and nut are printed and finished. The result came out super smooth and screws together effortlessly. Honestly, I'm super impressed with what Claude Code and CadQuery can pull off, and I'm sure it can handle much more complex mechanical designs. I'm already prepping some tests for tougher, more advanced projects, and as soon as I get great results, I'll share them with you right away. You'll find the full prompt used in this video pinned in the first comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming content. See you in the next video.